Or an older cat, I don't really know this cat's name, right? He come up and tell them that he just got jumped on.
I did.
By,
He didn't say that. Had this whole conversation.
he just got jumped on by some cats, right? That was on the other side of Florida, I guess. You know, which it turns out later on, you know, in the story you figure out that's East Coast, right? So they go and they catch the dude, right? And this dude and his brother, in particular name, you know, not the dude that's getting jumped on, that they get ready to go catch, but the dude that got jumped on, that was Elvis and them partners, you know, this dude, him and his brother's last name was Swan, right? So they go and catch the cats that jumped on Swan, now, right? And right now they're beating the dude up, right? Beating the dude up, beating him down. And so now they're getting ready to try to get off him, people coming or whatever else, they're getting ready to leave. And Swan, since he's the one that got beat up, he's trying to stop the dude, right? They pulling him up and like, come on, Swan. No, and then so upon this, you know, they leave. I guess the cats, when he go back, his people, you know, he said, man, these niggas over there, you know, jumped on me, you know, they call themselves the Swans. Now, the irony to this is that the niggas that's the Swan brothers are right now OG 690's bosses.
Wow. That's deep. That's deep.
No, not to say, you know, he was, you know, that's...
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
The East Coasters, you know, they know East Coast script. But, yeah, that's exactly what it is, though. Real talk. Like I said, that's what Larry tell me, man.
That's Big Chest Larry.
You got Big Chest Larry, you know what I mean, his first cousin Elvis, you dig what I mean? You got Keita, which is Elvis' little brother, you dig what I mean? You got Big Bruce, you dig what I mean? You got Hillary, you know, Bruce is, you know, rest in peace, Elvis, rest in peace, but Keita and Hillary is still alive, you know, they can tell you everything as far as the history of this, you dig what I mean? You know what I mean? He's still breathing and everything. It's real talk.
Okay.
A lot of cats say everything, you know, they say what they want to say. You know what I mean? It's to the point to where, you know, cats go, you know, make their things, you know what I mean? Big whatever else, you know, listen to whatever what they heard. You know, because you wasn't actually really there to be old enough to know, you know what I mean? First-hand knowledge, you know, then, you know, cats, as you know, you can line 10 cats up, you know what I mean? Say a secret of one cat here, let it go down. By the time you get to the 10th dude, it's not what you said at the, you know, in the beginning.
Right.
That's what that is.
So, in your knowledge, like, the Swan's first enemies was who?
Swan's first enemies, as with everybody enemies, should have been the white man and the police. That's the first enemy,
right,
off the top.
Right.
You know, you gotta look. Okay. Let's look at the reality of it, right? As far as this whole gang thing, you did, how this actually started, because from Locke to Fremont to
Jefferson,
I guess Washington, Jefferson, Jordan. You know, basically all these like white folks, whatever else, Jews or Polacks or whatever else, you know what I mean? What, Jewish cats, because they not the real Jews, you give them that. They not the real Jews, you know, culture vultures, right? But anyway, these guys, you know, devils, white folks was all around this area. You go and look in the books as far as the alumni books, right? And white folks end up in there, right? So they had gangs of what? Like, what was it, spook hunters? Like I said, and this is what, you know what I mean, older cats is telling me, you know what I mean, at the time, you know, as far as history that I'm getting, right? So, white boys had little different cliques that, you know, trying to jump on work, so cats started meeting. This is how, like, the Slossons and the businessmen first started, you know, I guess you could say the Slossons for sure, you know what I mean? And, they started clicking up or whatever else, you know, to check themselves against the white boys, you know. They knew from the South, whatever else, moving up here. And, you know how the crackers is. Crackers ain't gonna share nothing. They don't want to share the planet at all. If they don't own you, they don't want, you know, they don't want you around, period. You know what I mean? Look how it is right now. They got a cat talking about, they got the whole world, you know what I mean, at least the country in itself, talking about the hashtag, what's that, Me Too movement, right?
Right.
Now that taking over all media coverage.
Right.
Kavanaugh, Trump talking about grabbing by the pussy, President of the United States.
Right.
He got 12 cats, 12 females, you know what I mean, accusing him of sexual assault or rape or anything else. Kavanaugh, you know what I mean, the high justice, you dig what I mean? everybody's talking about this right now. And then now they talking about formulating plans, how they need to come up with some type of strategy, how to change that behavior and everything, right? But prior to that, the news coverage was covering some real stuff, which was the murder and basically the conspiracy to how we can say a genocide effort against the black man. They killing unarmed children. You dig what I mean? That was in the news. You killing unarmed black men. You killing black men that got
But
the proper licenses to carry. You dig what I mean? So now, but nobody's talking about how to remedy this. You dig what I mean? And to change the system so this has never happened. But this take over the news. Why?
Right.
A white woman was involved.
Right.
Now, the brother took Bill Cosby down. Not to diss my boy Kaepernick, because not to diss my boy Kaepernick. You dig what I mean? But the brother took Cosby down. She looks like Kaepernick, don't she?
That's a lot.
You diving around. I'm just telling you what it is.
this is what I'm saying, big homie. The question I asked you in the beginning was, in your knowledge, who was the first gang?
I just told white folks.
Okay, and that's in your knowledge. Okay,
Yeah, white folks.
okay. Let's say they second one then. Let's say they second one. Like who was like?
The second one, I would say the second one would probably be themselves. 'Cause as soon as everybody started, tripping on anybody black, that was a detriment not only to the person that you aimed that aggression at, but that was a detriment to ourselves. You look at the people that was born between the years of, let's say, the first Crip sets that was, can be about that may be established. They say, what they say, 1968 or 19 wherever,
Right.
up to 2018.
Did you ever meet Tookie?
No, I never met I'm not, not that old man too. At that
Are you
time.
aware of what happened at the park on at Hoover Park?
Yeah, I was told what happened. They didn't let me go to the funeral. I was told what happened from Keita, from my cousin Keith, and from Larry before he passed, Big Chef Larry.
So do you know who actually who made everybody go to the park and even be at that park and knowing that they was Bloods?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember that. I just know. I remember about how he refused to, go. Talking about, I'm not, I'm letting the niggas run me from over here, Because if the plan was throw the ball long and keep on running, and we run, and everybody was gonna keep on running, towards the gate, towards Manchester way, right? Last place, they see the cats driving up with guns and everything, right? They always parking like dudes is gathering up. They know exactly where else them is. But instead of keep running and get the gate, the elders, sounded like he was going. I don't know if he act like he was going to turn around and go back the way, or like, he was going to walk, or he was not going to run after he caught the ball, whatever else. And the rest of that,
The rest is history, basically.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. But shit,
But
man.
like I said, man, I would say the second enemy was ourselves. That's on either side. And the third enemy was the ones, the individuals that we were looking at. You get what I mean? And now look how it is now. You can't even say, go around here and say, whether you have some type of disrespectful term for your so-called enemy. The truth of the matter is, that the way it is now, it's not what it started off to be. The gang started off to protect you from the white gangs, you dig? Then it turned to where it imploded, where you started, killing and first beating up and then killing each other, you dig? And now it's Crips kill Crips, Crips kill Bloods, Bloods kill Bloods, Bloods kill Crips. It's crazy. You dig what I mean? And
Like, to be
all of a sudden
honest,
here in California,
me
man,
personally, shit. Why I always thought Bloods was more smart is because they got along. It made more sense. It showed more structure to me. So that's why.
The reason why they showed more structure, let's be truthful at the time. You dig? Because it was less. You dig? When there's more people, that's why there's, when there's more people, you have cats that are, at either side, let's say a busters or whatever the case may be,
Right.
whatever their functions are within that particular clique. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because everybody's not a soldier. Some
Right.
may be
That's a
finance,
fact.
finance
That's a
individuals.
fact.
Some may be
And that's
planners.
another question I want to ask. Like, growing up now you're an OG or whatever, but like, why wasn't the older people trying to push people to go the right way to like be police officers,
To be
doctors,
truth of the matter,
and shit like that?
To be truth of the matter, no, it's not that I'm an OG, nothing like that. 'Cause, I started off as one of the cats that that didn't really fit as far as that mode of game banging.
Right.
But now I was just like everybody else. You in a where the ghettos come from. We call everything ghetto or whatever else. But the first time you went into the ghetto is in Europe, over there in Germany or whatever else, right?
Right.
That the so-called Jewish people were in, right?
Right.
So now, and then all of a sudden, the ghettos migrate across the seas, you dig what I mean, and wind up here, you dig what I mean? So it's a state of mind, you dig what I mean?
Right,
State
right.
of condition. So they put us
Labels
in the
on us,
bottom of
right.
the barrel, right? So even if you have the brightest and the best, come from a broken home, what they would say is a broken home.
Right.
But how is it broken? My mother, she made sure we ate, although we may not eat, choice things, and may not have it every day or all the day where it was, whatever else. But it was a roof over our head. It wasn't no fashionable shoes, but it was shoes.
There was shoes,
sometimes.
yeah.
So now sometimes they have holes at the bottom of them.
And a
whatever
nigga
else
might
the
get a
case
tailor,
was.
some tailor every now and then.
Come on,
you
man.
might.
It was, but it made you. You dig what I mean? Cats to talk about, you know what I mean, the areas, whatever else.
Be honest with you, I love the struggle.
Yeah, you dig what I mean? That's what it'll make you. Just
Yeah.
like the diamond. You dig? The diamond can start off as a soft tomato. You
Yeah.
dig? Dropped in the ground, you know what I mean? Petrifies, you dig what I mean? Over time, you dig what I mean? Time and pressure creates it, makes it in the cold. Again, pressure and time makes that chunk of coal into a diamond. You dig? But it started off as something soft. Now it's the hardest substance,
All right, this is what I'm gonna ask you. Okay, saying somebody grew up in a neighborhood, right? He know the people you know, but he never banged. But he decided he was gonna go. He did something good with his life, and he's famous. Say he's a movie star, and you hear he banging the neighborhood, which is saying he from Swan. Is he from Swan?
Okay. See, this is the thing, and this is how a lot of cats, that may be good-spirited individuals, maybe and going to school, perhaps they're in AE, you know what I mean, in the young years. Then they go to high school, they're in Magnet, you know what I mean? Now, during the course of this, you have to transgress or
Do whatever your little travel trip. Yeah.
the different borders
Right.
of the different areas of so-called turfs. And you don't have to look the part. You don't have to be doing that. You can be carrying books and everything. Man, the youngest memories I know of cats getting killed when I was growing up, 13 years old. Morgan, 13 years old. Murdered. Cat before him, I can't remember his name. He was stabbed. All this, while they was in their first year at Drew.
Right.
You understand?
So in your mind, are they from the neighborhood if they didn't get put on?
When the enemies catch them, when they so-called enemies catch them, they gonna get the same bullet. Or if they just watering their grass and they in that area, they get the same bullet. So they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
I agree.
Yeah, they are. Because and it's not even their choice. It's wherever you reside. Why is that? Because it's the ideology that was pushed. Now, this is the whole thing.
No, that's some real shit though. I like how you said that because I had an argument with somebody, and a nigga told me, he was like, hell no, you ain't from the hood. I'm like, why you ain't from the hood
Yes,
though?
he is. Yes,
You said, I said,
the same bullet.
but what you said, I did not say it.
Yeah.
But I said,
And then-
what if the nigga, what if one of the homies grabbed you and grabbed your ass off the block and told your ass, look, my nigga, you still gonna be a doctor, my nigga, and we gonna make you a doctor. You ain't from the hood.
Yeah, you from the hood.
You
then.
from the hood, right?
Yeah. If
I,
you
ain't
make
nobody
it
in the
back-
world could tell
if
you you're
make
not
it
from the
back to
hood.
Playing football and basketball, as we have seen some of
right.
them in our neighborhood,
Right.
And they wasn't really. They didn't start off like that, you know. But yeah, they from the hood. We don't have to say no names,
They don't
you know, to
necessarily-
have
yeah.
anybody with the stigma.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that.
Because I feel like, and at the end of the
Guilty by
day,
association.
no, at the end of the day,
guilty by association.
Period.
Because you grew
'Cause
up
you grew
in
over
South
here.
Central, period, in the ghetto.
Yeah.
You didn't grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth, you know, and you know, some grew up with silver spoons more so than others because they grew up with stable households, stable parental figures, you know, own property, even in South Central, you know. So you would look at, I looked at some of them, like, why are they hanging over here with individuals that you know live in apartments or you know are entrenched in poverty? It's because of the geographical location. They have no choice. When people see them in this, they have stigmatized a certain area to belong to a certain you know class of tribalism. You get what I mean? Then everyone there is fair game, especially the way it is. Like I said, everyone can catch a bullet. You're in that area, that's what it is. So now your loved one gets get hit, knocked down. You're a little child. You probably never would have started gang banging or anything like this, but because it was your uncle, your cousin, your father, now you have a hatred for that particular person. And let me tell you another thing.
hey man, you saw that new movie came out?
Let me tell you another thing about this before you know, I don't mean to interrupt your wisdom about this ideology as far as gang banging. You know the ideology behind that. Now you have some people that are moving into areas, you know what I mean, and they weren't there from, as they would say, day oneers or what have you, right? So when they move over there, perhaps they move from an area to where their uncle was from the other side and their dad was from the other side, and say this area was a notorious gang called the Kitchen Crips, right? If the guy now he wants to be a Kitchen Crip, right? He's gonna be. Now if you check his history, his dad was from Brim, right? And the East Coasters, you know, shot and killed his dad, right? But now he's not a Brim, he's a Kitchen Crip. So now he's a Kitchen Crip. When he goes to functions, if the Kitchens was functioning with the East Coasters, he has animosity towards the East Coasters and start trying to get something done. You know, a hidden agenda. Why? Because they're the ones that he holds responsible for the death of his father.
Period.
You dig? So now, as this so-called gang thing grows, you run into scenarios like that. You run into things, people that are just not all this is tribalism. But it started off to try to protect, you know, individuals from a poor class of whites that took a longer time to involve themselves with the white flight, as they call it. You understand? So, because prior to that, and then you have to say that it was basically a conspiracy to make you join or become areas to be dissected into gangs. Because, and then for you to fight each other. Because prior to that, what were you going to be? A Black Panther? And you knew who the enemy was then. So everybody that's whether you Triple Blood or Hustler or, you know, whatever clique, you know, you may call yourself or however the case may be. You know, if you're a so-called Negro or, you know, what they call it, you know, we've been 9 different things just about. What? Color, niggas, niggers, Afro-Americans, African-Americans, black, you know, we the only ones, man.
And okay, since you spoke on it, what do you consider yourself? I know I'm not black, but what are you?
Would be,
Them pants and that shirt you got on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now the characterization that so-called, and I say so-called white folks, if you look at them, they're more like pink, yellow, pink, orange, or you know, fuchsia, like that.
But what is What are we then? Since what are we?
We are now. Some would say because where you look at some of your pictures, some would say more so that you were part of what they call you were part of our brothers that were so-called indigenous to this land,
Right.
land here, right?
Right.
Which is America.
I believe I'm I believe I'm I believe I'm American.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't.
No, I want an African American.
Listen, it wasn't called American then because America, the name America comes from a cat named Americano.
So what the fuck was this right here? What was this? So what was this called?
I can fit them over there on this side.
I can't.
That's some good knowledge right there.
I can't even pronounce it. I don't want to say it because I'll be pronouncing the wrong word because I really don't have it in my frontal lobe right now. But it wasn't called America. I know that.
That much.
You know what I mean? So now, and some of us.
So do you believe in Native? Do you believe in a Native American?
Let me explain that to you. Some of us did come from Africa, but we migrated from Jerusalem.
Right.
Right. But by way of the diaspora, right?
Right.
Now some would say, oh well, the Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, are Hebrews, or part of that clique and clan. But you have to know that some of these cats came by the Bering Straits, which that would make them Eskimo, more so Chinese, whether Shemitic still. And some of these cats have to be somewhat Hamitic, it's a blend.
Right.
But they try to say that all of them were of the Israel, the Israel tribe, right? That was dispersed in Scripture. You dig what I mean? During right before King Josiah's period, right? By the Assyrians, right? So, but now this is the thing. Now it says that they would keep the law until the Messiah comes back.
But you ain't answering my question, bruh.
Listen, I'm answering it. These guys that kept the law, they wouldn't have been dispersed. You know what I mean? They wouldn't have been taken over.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now you have some cats. Like I said, they look black. Just because they look black or what they call black, don't mean that they belong to what is called what I call myself. Or
right.
What?
Because
listen, let me finish. Which would be the people of antiquity in the Bible. You understand?
Right.
Now, this is the thing. This is the thing that got me kind of hard to wrap my head around. Even the whole slave trade thing, which it did happen in part because they took the cats that they dubbed as Moors, which simply means black. So you can't be black. You have to. So you can't no more land. You have to be from somewhere. You understand? Prior to that, which was they were inhabiting Europe and had all their peas in the row, the ducks in the row, as you would say, in that continent, in that area. Right, they ruled over there. Whether you're talking about Roman Byzantine period or whatnot, but now, that's just a little history. But now getting back to the point, I would say that the so-called Negro fits the description of the people of antiquity, right? Which would be the so-called Jew from the tribe of Judah. You understand? The reason why I can't say that the so-called Native Americans are Israelites because it says that Israel would be in one spot, keeping the commandments, doing their thing until the Messiah comes back, and that Judah was dispersed throughout the four corners of the earth, right? Now you look at the scripture, because all black people, no one would deny that the so-called Negro is the closest person to God on the planet. We're the most forgiving. You can do anything to us. We forgive you and everything else. A lot of times we ain't gonna do nothing but wear out our shoes for marching. You understand? Yeah, but we forgive. We come with forgiving natures, soft hearts. You know what I mean? But now we do have power. You know, and our first power and our priority, you know, like you talk about who the enemy is. We're not gonna get into that game banging stuff. Let's get into who our real enemy is, which are the same people that put you in chains, the same people that the Bible say. You know, the Bible says you'll be sold into your enemies. You dig what I mean? So if you got a history, whether you talking about you a Native American or whether you think from so-called Africa, you dig? If people trace their lineage back to picking cotton, you dig what I mean? Or chopping sugar cane, you dig what I mean? Or picking pineapples, you dig? Then you basically a Negro. You feel me? And then if so, then all the curses of scripture seem to line up with you rather than know anyone else. You dig? You know, so you have to be. I mean, 1 + 1 they told you was always 2. But you have to know that the blindness that they have with the churches, what's that? The European dude on the wall. No matter if this dude is stressed out, you dig what I mean? Nailed up, you know.
For my people. Gangbang and I do my own thing. And help yourself.
Yeah, I got some things going on right now. You can't post nothing.
Yeah.
I tell you what you post.
Nah.
You'll know about it. You'll hear about it. That helicopter landing on front of the 18 in grandfather's house. Oh, shit. Roll out, he got that money.